Son of a.
that didn't happen.
This is already a trash grid.
This award is stupid and I hate it.
So who hasn't biffed yet?
All right, this is my
Where's
turn
it?
to take the L.
Oh,
Okay. Welcome to Ordinary Effort, where a bunch of random guys get some random baseball players and try not to biff the grid. We're talking Immaculate Grid number 14, and we are bringing back our friends. Kyle and Tom are back with us.
Hello.
Did grids, we did grids 7 through 10 with them, and ridiculousness ensued. Go check those out on the channel. Tom, Kyle, Josh, how are we feeling about getting back into the group grid?
I'm ready. We saw Kyle's dance. I think it's obvious and evident he's ready. Let's jump in. Do we want to start with the Silver Slugger column, the All-Star column?
I feel like All-Star is going to be easier, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind starting up the middle with the Silver Slugger.
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Why don't we take it Red Silver Slugger?
Yeah, we could do that. I mean, I'm just thinking back to like some of the names we talked about in earlier grids, like Johnny Bench, Barry Larkin. But another guy that comes to mind, and I don't know if it was actually he fits the Reds and the Brewers. Greg Vaughn had some really good power numbers, and I don't remember if it was for the Brewers, for the Reds, or for the Padres.
It's for the Brewers.
Was it for the Brewers?
Yeah.
Are you sure it wasn't for the Padres?
He probably had some good years for the Padres too, but the
Yeah.
unfortunate thing is the Padres are not on this grid.
They are not.
I'm also thinking Reds. There's Jay Bruce. I don't know how great that's going to be rarity wise, but he had some better years with Cincinnati. And then would Brandon Phillips have won one at second base? I mean, I'm just
He
thinking
probably
like
did.
who? Yeah,
I would think like Eric Davis as well would be another one I would think of.
What about Eugenio Suarez? Like when he had his 40 home runs, he had 40 home runs a few times.
Yeah, but he usually bats like 250, 230.
Is he beating Arenado for that?
That's a good point.
That's true. That's a good point.
Tom, who was the shout you had there?
Eric Davis. The guy went 30-30 in the 80s.
Did he really?
Hell of a shout, bro.
I mean, that's a name I think
I mean,
doesn't ring a bell
that's
for
probably
me. If you feel like he won a Silver Slugger, it's a good one.
I mean, he had a great
Votto
year.
probably won.
I just don't know.
Silver
Like
Slugger,
there are a lot of
but
great players in the NL in that time frame, so maybe he didn't win a Silver Slugger that year for it, but he probably should have.
Yeah,
He
Votto
tended to get overlooked. Votto, obviously, I think would be a good shout.
Votto's going to be a pretty obvious shout.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah, Votto would be the most obvious one.
Yeah.
I like the Suarez bit. That's cool. Trying to think of other Reds players that would fit as far as a Silver Slugger.
Do we know what the criteria for Silver Slugger is? Is it like power numbers? Because I hear Slugger and I think power first.
I thought Silver Slugger was average first.
It's not average first. It's normally power stats.
Okay, so that probably rules out Brandon Phillips for me.
Probably.
I don't know. As a second baseman, he put up decent stats, I would say. I just think he's a really popular Red, though. Like,
yeah,
and you do win it for your position, not for just like general, right?
I mean, I'm trying to think who else was around. Like, you had Dan Ugla was pretty good power hitting second baseman around that same time, right? Like mid 2000s.
Kegla.
We didn't mention Griffey Jr.
No, we didn't.
That's actually not
Kyle.
That's not a bad idea to put him there instead of to put him with the Mariners, the obvious one.
Did he have?
Didn't he have had to win it with the Reds? I don't think he won one with the Reds.
I was going to say, how long was it that he was with them before he got hurt?
True.
7 games.
That's not a lot of games.
That'll do it.
Griffey was hurt with the Reds like always.
Okay.
Almost from year one.
I mean, what about Pete Rose?
What year did the Silver Slugger?
Like,
that's true. Early that's true
for a lot of this stuff.
80s,
1980. Okay.
Yeah, it's 1980. So I'd say no to that.
Okay.
So none of the Big Red Machine either.
Right.
Yeah, I don't think Morgan.
So I think you're down to kind of
Freeman?
Tony
like
Perez.
I think you're kind of down to like Votto's the obvious answer, who's probably going to be pretty high on this.
Yeah.
You could maybe try Jay Bruce, maybe Brandon Phillips, but to your point, Tom, he's a pretty popular one for the Reds as well. And then your guy Eric, who
Eric Davis.
Eric Davis.
Yeah, I just don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
it's so hard to say like, oh,
It's-
did he win for that year? He tended to get hurt a lot. He didn't even hit 300 home runs in his career.
Yeah, I feel like we got to go Votto. Just I don't love it, but I
You don't
think
wanna biff the
if we
first
don't want to
one.
biff the first box, yeah.
I mean, this could be like 40%, I would
60,
say.
I think
But
it's going to be like, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be over.
I'm gonna say
50.
46%. Oh, he didn't
Versus
get one?
Biff.
How about that?
Well, thanks for
Biff.
watching, and I'm gonna
Shut
go
that one
into
down.
a
Don't even
hole.
show that one. We're done here.
Okay.
Biff.
All
I don't
right.
even know why he would not win a Silver Slugger.
How did he
win a
not
Silver
win a
Slugger?
Silver Slugger? All right.
This
All
award
right.
is stupid and I hate it.
We
How about
biffed
that?
on the guarantee.
Bagwell,
Alright,
you want to
hey.
go Bagwell for the Astros?
Put Bagwell up
It's
there for your
definitely
boy.
Bagwell.
Yeah.
Bags.
Let's
Definitely.
make it.
Returning
feel
to,
real
we're not
bad
even
about
going to
this.
discuss this. We're
Let's
just going
just
to go
do it. Let's do
Bagwell.
I'm just
Bagwell.
really
All right,
not.
let's send
We
it in.
put-
22%.
I mean, I honestly thought that'd be
Definitely
worse.
the bags.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
he's
Put
never.
more.
It's never as high as it probably should be for Bagwell because people
Yeah.
just forget about him all the time.
You put Greg Vaughn in, or you want to put like Molitor or Yount would probably be your other two
Yount
bets
is
for Silver Sluggers. I like
hey,
Yount
okay,
a lot.
wait a minute. Okay, so a little
Like
bit outside the
Sheffield.
box here. Sheffield, but he was on the Brewers like very early in his career, and I don't know if he was like that
Yeah.
type of hitter yet when he came up. I think he was
Maybe
like a
not.
shortstop. He was like a pretty skinny, if I remember his like rookie card correctly. He was
Yeah, he
not
was.
like as big as he got later in his career.
No.
But so last year, I'm just thinking like catcher. What's his name?
William Contreras?
William Contreras had a really good offensive season.
He didn't have a lot of home runs though, but it
did not.
is catchers. But he didn't
But
have.
we're
a
like,
lot
what
of
other
home runs.
catchers in the National League hit better?
None
Probably
hit
a
better.
bunch. Will Smith.
Mm.
He had a better year than Will Smith.
I think he did.
Will Smith had a better on base percentage because he had like a stupid number of walks. But
That could be a good one.
I feel like Contreras would
I
be
mean,
like a
Yelich is an easy win.
I
right?
was just gonna say, yeah.
Yeah.
Yelich, yeah.
You would think.
didn't
I don't
Princely
know.
start his career?
Oh.
Didn't
Say
the
again?
Prince start there?
Prince Fielder.
Yeah,
Yeah, he would work.
he had a couple of
Actually,
big years when he was in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I like that.
Of
That's
the
what got him
names,
paid
I
by
think-
Texas.
I just
Yeah.
first baseman's a tough one. I
That's true.
Also true.
feel like I keep talking everybody out of the actual good ones.
I don't
But-
hate the William Contreras one because I can't think of someone else who would have got it, but
I just think it's- I think-
Real Muto had a down year in 2023.
I just don't know if Contreras had a Silver Slugger last year.
yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
I mean,
I-
If you
hit it
guys
if
want
you want
to,
to, but I just don't know.
There's something about it is telling me like I can't think of
All right.
anybody. I mean, Sean Murphy,
Do it.
but like
We've
he
already
fell
Man,
off.
did
Jason
once.
Kendall it up. Let's go, Mike. Come
Do
on.
it. Do it up. It's something about the catchers and
it.
you
Red.
guys.
All right, this is
Worth
my
it.
turn to take the L.
Oh,
Okay,
Well, that was
Hit
good.
him for William Contreras,
Beautiful.
and I feel
we tried to talk you out of that.
Yeah, we did.
all right. Okay,
I held my
I
hand up to
will-
the screen. I didn't want to see the red pop up.
I'm going to hold on.
I'm
to
much
this
less
receipt
surprised
for-
than you two were.
You can hold on to whatever receipts you want, boss.
Yeah.
I also
Forever.
love William Contreras, so
Kyle
I was-
loves
I
William
kinda-
Contreras, yeah.
I tried
Let's,
not to say anything because I felt biased.
Yeah, you would have been. That's
let's
fair.
Let's go to All-Star. Brewers All-Star Devin Williams comes to mind.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Good
got like
one.
Williams hater.
There's a million of them.
Yeah, I feel like I want to go if we
Alright.
can think of like a relief pitcher that
Just
that is not
Think of a
hater.
an obscure one.
Yeah.
Ricky Bonus. How about that?
How about it?
Uh,
was
Corbin
he that
Burns.
good? Was he that well? Burns,
Brandon
yeah.
Woodruff.
Yeah.
Woodruff.
You know,
Um,
There are other players. I mean, this is Molitor and Yount, definitely all-stars.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Do you guys remember Ricky
Yelich
Weeks?
is
Yeah.
Was he?
Ricky
I
Weeks.
feel like he
Yeah,
had a
Ricky
couple
Weeks
good
was an
years.
all-star.
Was
I
it?
don't
No.
think he was ever an
I'm not sure if
all-star.
it was.
What about
Yeah.
Jesus?
I wouldn't feel comfortable saying Ricky
Yeah,
Weeks
no, that's
for
fine. What
all-star.
about Jesus Aguilar? When he didn't he have like a 35 home run season in like 2019 out of absolutely nowhere?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know if
Don't know.
I don't know if he did well enough in the first half though to make the All-Star game.
Is that for the Brewers or
K-Rod
the
would be another good
Marlins?
example.
Oh yeah.
Francisco Rodriguez.
Wow. That could be a good one. Especially because I think like people are gonna your casual fan is gonna say Yelich or
Yeah.
maybe even Hader or Williams. I don't hate that. And Burns
Just
and
trying to go
Woodruff are
back a
gonna
little
get
bit.
some obvious ones too.
Yeah. What about did Freddie Peralta make it as like the the third man of that pitching
Hmm.
trio for them? Tom, I know you like Peralta.
I do like Peralta, but I'd
And I
rather go
expect you to know
K-Rod, I
everything
think, there.
about him.
I
You rather
prefer.
put Francisco Rodriguez. Was he that good on the Brewers though? Because wasn't he was with them after the Mets. So it was like later in his career, I think.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but could do a bunch of different things.
I was thinking CC Sabathia, but he really came over in the trade to the Brewers, right? So it might
That
have
was
messed
midway
up
through the
his
season.
all-star. Yeah.
Greinke was there for a year and a half. He came over mid-season and then he pitched one more year with them, I think. Oh, hey, what about Cy Young winner Pete Vukovich?
Ooh.
Did he win the Cy?
Oh, he did. He did.
Well, I
That's
mean,
true.
the 83 Brewers team, you got to have some guys on there, honestly.
You know what?
So
If he won the Cy Young, he's right. You assume he made the All-Star team that year as
You
long
would
as he had a
hope.
good first half. I like that a lot, actually. Like
We're bringing back the Vuk.
Sure,
he's
man.
never let
You
us
get- you
down
get-
before.
Mike, you got 0.5% the last time, so there's that.
Son
Yeah,
of a.
that didn't happen.
Okay.
Well, he got
Oh,
0.5% on one, and he biffed two. So
All
Gotta
right.
be kidding me with the Vuk. All right, let's move it down, boys.
When's the Cy
Astros.
Young?
What is the
Can't even
average
think-
of 0.5 and Biff and Biff? Like, what
It
is that?
is
Like, is that?
50.25 or
I don't
very
think
close
that's
to that.
correct.
And the two bit. I was just counting. Never mind.
Yeah,
It's
fair
not
enough.
good.
There's a
It's
double
really
biff.
bad.
Can we at least
Astros
put Griffey in there
All-Star.
for Kyle?
For All Star or
No.
for Mariners.
No, you should do Papa Griffey for the Mariners Reds.
Oh, is that a good Brandon Phillips shout? You want to put that one there? Did he play for the? Doesn't matter. Let's just put
Griffey
his name
Actually,
there at this point.
Yeah, I mean to your
I'd say
point,
Griffey
that's
Not
pretty
Ken
good
Griffey.
one.
Are we putting Ken Griffey Senior?
Why
Yeah.
not? I mean, I'm dead inside.
He's gonna
after
have
those two bits
he's gonna
in
have
there,
the
so-
lower
I mean, go ahead.
percentage
Yeah,
by far.
and when are we gonna get a grid again where Kyle can put Bagwell and a Griffey? Like,
This is
this
true.
is our chance. Like,
I'm doing it. I'm doing Griffey Senior.
there you go.
9%. There we go.
That's a lot.
We can do Griffey for All-Stars still too.
Yeah,
He
let's
made
do.
Yeah.
Well, the same question applies though. Was he
Pretty
healthy
sure he
enough?
made an All-Star. I'm pretty sure he made an All-Star.
Why not?
Actually, we
Yeah,
could
I
have
think so.
flip-flopped that too.
Yeah, the Griffies.
Beautiful.
Look at that.
If nothing else, it's a beautiful grid.
I don't like the configuration right now. So
If we're just gonna jump
Astros-
around, yeah, I feel like I've got.
I'm a
thinking-
big
get Jamie
fan of all
Moyer
four of these
Here,
players.
please. I'd like some Jamie Moyer action.
where
Oh, all right.
for
Isn't that Brewers Mariners? Didn't Moyer
Did he
pitch
pitch
for
for
the
the
Brewers?
Jamie Moyer
Am I
pitched
wrong
for
there?
the
Cubs.
Brewers.
he pitched for the Cubs, he pitched for the Phillies, he pitched for the
I know that,
Rockies. I don't
Am I wrong?
He
I'm not
pitched for the
pitching for the Brewers.
Brewers. I don't think so.
I don't think he pitched for the Brewers.
Wade Miley.
Wade Miley would work here.
Yeah.
He
Abraham
pitched for the Mariners.
I think he
Miley. I don't
Wade
think he
Miley
pitched for
pitching
the
for the Brewers
Mariners
right now.
he's but
Mariners.
Mariners. So
he did, but maybe I'm
Abraham
wrong.
Toro works for either of these boxes.
That is correct.
Yeah.
And Kendall Graveman works for Astros Mariners. Do you want to
Sure.
go Toro
I mean-
for Brewers Mariners and then Graveman?
I just want to throw out one more.
The only thing
Oh yeah.
There's Brett Boone for the Mariners Astros. I don't know how I mean, he's really well known as a Mariner, but I don't know how many people remember him with the Astros. It could be not as good as these
That's
other
fair.
guys.
Yeah,
That's
that's good
actually
too.
not a bad one.
I think
You
he
sure
did
he
a
played
low
for the
number.
Astros?
I mean, now I'm like, I'm pretty
Right,
sure he
and
played
now
for the
questioning himself.
Now we
Astros.
doubt ourselves all the time.
I know Aaron Boone did, and I would say I'm in the 90% that Brett Boone did as well. But I mean, I've been wrong before. I mean, and we haven't had a triple biff,
we can each
so
have
We
a
all
biff on
have.
this grid. Josh, I'm gonna let you make the call here. What do you want to put here?
let's try Brett Boone.
Brett Boone. Nope. No good.
So
So
who
wow.
hasn't biffed yet? Kyle, you want to get a biff in or?
Kyle,
You gotta just pick all my favorite players. Look at this grid. It's all my guys.
okay. Pick a guy. Pick anybody that you feel reasonably confident about, because this is going to be a 600 grid. Like,
Oh, this is just this is already a trash grid. There's really nothing we can do from here.
yeah.
I don't know though.
this is hilarious. I don't mean that in a good
Depends
way.
on how you
I didn't
define
say-
hilarious.
I find it pretty amusing.
Well,
We got
Can we finish
the
this up here?
father son. We got the father son. We got Bagwell, and then we got a 0.5.
We've
okay.
got two guesses. We can fill in two here and cut our losses. So I mean, we probably should have stuck with your plan about Gravener or Toro. So I'm good with either of those guys.
Yeah,
Toro's fine.
get you. The Toro actually hopefully get into a game here.
Toro,
Beautiful.
Kendall Graveman,
Yeah, he's hurt.
And then we'll never think about it again.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
350. This is still not our worst score.
That's
Somehow.
unbelievable.
So grid,
Somehow.
what was it? Grid 9 still holds up as the worst grid we've ever done. Although this is pretty bad. We triple biffed it, 350. Although we did get one
0.5.
hidden gem.
One hidden gem.
And the father
Did we
son.
get a Maddox in there? Like, what's the 2% called?
No, a Maddox is like good, and we threw that away immediately. Maddox
But
is under 100.
watch next time to
What's
see
the-
if we get a Maddox, I guess, because this is
We're
pitiful.
certainly going to
So-
try.
That was pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ordinary Effort on Instagram and TikTok. Follow us on socials, and keep coming back for hopefully better grids.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.